From wherever you're reaching us from, sindio? It's your boy once again Gaddafi, na najua mnashangalia nafanya nini huko, but they have missed you so soon, sindio? Leo tuko hapa hivi, tumekam na segment ingine moto moto. Siko hapa juu ya let's chat obvious. Ona studio iko empty, ni mimi peke yangu, sindio? So today is not all about let's chat. Today is not all about vibe mtaani ama nini, sindio? But today we are here for another hot content, sindio? Leo tumewaletea msetu mmoja hapa hivi anaitwa Esther, na amecome through kushare her story, sindio? Ni mtu mmoja wa maana sana. Nataka msikize, mfanye kila kitu, sindio? Comments hapo hivi, share your history kama mnaweza kuwa mnalete na yeye. Kumbuka ku comment, share, like, subscribe na mfanyie hiyo kitu, sindio? Manze, big up, sindio? Hii ni segment nyingine moto, acha tumkaribishe tumlete account through ama ni aje? Moja moto sana.
Oh, greetings my good people. Mnaweza shangaa this face mmekuwa mkiona kwa muda but haijaifikiria kuambia story. So the reason why nimekaa hivyo nikaamua I should try and relate my story with the community ni juu I have seen a lot of things that are not going well in our communities na zote zina delay the progress of our children, cause anything that happens in the family it delays or benefits the child. So basically tunaweza sema today I'm here for the children and against the parents, all for the children and trying to renovate the parents. Okay, so I'll start. Once upon a time there was a girl who had just a normal life. She would go to school normally like any other kid, any other children, and the family was just okay. It consisted of the father, the mother, and the siblings. So this little girl grew up with a lot of love from both the nuclear and the extended family. But along the way, a lot of things happened. Things started changing. And the reason why it started changing, it's because the love in the family, it started to decrease. And the parents started fighting. The fights were from the extended family, brought about to the nuclear family. So anytime the extended family in the fights would end up in the nuclear family. Unapata like the father would mercilessly beat the mother, and the trend went on until a certain time this girl akafika class 7, and the mother had to move from that compound, from that kind of environment, because you know GBV it tampers with people mentally, physically, and I would say also financially. So when the mother went, things really changed. They changed to vinoma sana, because now you're used to having your father, your mother, your grandmother, your grandfather, your auntie, and now you're forced to stay with your mother, the mother who is not there most of the times, because you know she has to go and hustle, like bring things to the table. And this girl, I would say she started becoming a parent there in class 7. The fact that the mother was still alive, but she had to take care of the other siblings. And you would see the girl she would prefer going to shags to the grandmother, the mother of the mother, the grandmother, rather than stay at home with the mother. And the relationship between the girl and the mother it is tampered with, and the mother was a bit reserved, so she also held a lot of information to herself, the information that would later destroy the daughter's life. A lot of information that us as parents withhold from telling our children are not supposed to be held, because tunafaa tu kuwa playing with our children, tunafaa kukuwa the friends of our children. So life continued for this girl. She went to high school. Remember, she's not a friend to the mother. She would rather be alone. She would rather be with friends rather than be in the family. And when the mother sees that the girl is not free with her, obviously she would wonder what is wrong with my child, but she didn't have the skills to handle that. She would go and tell the aunties she thinks the child is like this, the child is like this. Now obviously auntie akiona madhe na mtoi hawaendelei vizuri, what would they do? Watataka kuingililia hapo katikati, and in a bad way or in a good way, but mostly inakuanga in the wrong way. Unapata a lot of bad things happen in between, and they happened. Yeah, they happened until the time this girl alifika form 4. Okay, anafaa kupata KCSE good marks because she was capable. But now that drift, that sadness from home, that lack, that, how do I call it? A lot of things, a mixture of things in her head and stuff, because it had also made her to be around danger in the school. She was expected to have good marks, but believe you me, she got nothing close to what she was supposed to get. And it shattered her. It shattered the parents. And it was the beginning of worst things, because you remember the mother wants things done her way. The mother wants things to go the way she wants because she's the breadwinner, or I don't know why she chose a career for her kid, but the kid alikuwa anataka something different, and the grades zilikuwa zina allow afanye whatever she wanted, but the mother wanted her to do catering. Like, gosh, who would do a course to cook for people? Like, you are a woman, it's automatic, you can cook, so you need to go for something that suits your spirit, suits your soul, sits well for you, si ndio? Kakuwa na mvurutano, and now remember the girl is already done with the form 4, and that age, it's the age that you feel like you can do anything, you don't need the support of nobody. And she just decided to go far away from home, go far away. But believe you me, it was not that far away, because wherever she went, she could always monitor the mother. Whatever she would do, she would even sometimes go and take things from the home and still go back to her base. Okay, she hustled like a year, like 1 year, and saw it not fit for her, so she had to like move from that town to another town. Little did she not know that time period yake ya kukuwa na madhake ilikuwa tu hiyo 1 year. When she was in another town doing her things, actually alifeel like haezi make kukaa huko, she needs to go back home. Kumbe ni mwito, alikuwa anaitwa mwito. She just went home. Luckily for her, hiyo siku alipata like hao iko imefungwa, akaingia tu kwa nyumba akalala akingoja wenye nyumba waingie. Wenye nyumba kukuja, they didn't even note she was there. She was noted the following morning, and the reactions from the mother were not good. So the mother had been ailing for a month, but has never told her. Maybe because she was not picking up calls, or whenever they would call her, they would not get through to her. She was really ill, but she was really trying hard to hide it. And the anger of the child moving from the place and then coming back without even saying she's coming back. The mother went 3 days after her arrival. That's how the mother died. She died with a lot of secrets, a lot of hurtful things, like things that would later interpret the kind of life this Kagal would live. You see? So hiyo time ya matanga hivo, because the matanga was held in 2 places, the place that they were living the plot and Shags where the mother was born, and the family had to go where the mother was born, and things ended. Kagal yeye alikuanga kichwa ngumu, so yeye alikataa kuishi kwa my grandparents, because that was the conclusion of everybody, seeing that she's incompetent, like she cannot take care of herself or the family, but she proved otherwise. So she had to come back to the plot with her siblings. The church that the mother used to go, like, supported them for 6 months, like paying the rent, but everything else the girl had to, like, cater for. Some weeks after hiyo mazishi, she got a very good job, but now the problem came in a month later when some health workers came to that job, and they taught everybody and like told them the need of knowing their status. You've ever seen someone who is very confident, someone who knows, gosh, you're talking about HIV, you want people to know their status, like, oh, I know my status, I know there's nothing wrong with it, because back in the mind of the Kagal, she would check, how do people contract HIV? Blood, sex, and compromising situations. She had never found herself in any of those things. So she was very much confident that even if somebody else becomes positive at that time, it definitely not be her. Okay. She took the test as the first person. She was at the age of 19 years old. Remember, it's a workplace where different genders, different age come to work there, and it's somewhere that is very much open. And this Kagal was very much confident about herself that she had to take the test as the first person. The first person to take the test, but the last person to receive the results. It was very, very, very painful for her. Very, very painful. Like, how could it even be? Like, I took the test as the first person, but you're now not calling me for my results. What's happening? She started becoming uneasy, but her turn came, and she was told, what do you see? And she, I see 2 lines. Like, you mean okay. No, you should not conclude. Let us first redo the test. And the test was redone, and it was proven that she had HIV. So she would say, like, I have HIV. I've never slept with a man. I've never shared needles. I don't think I've ever done blood transfusion. So what do you mean by telling me I have HIV? Like, what do you want to tell me? Are you sure whatever you're using is the correct one? At least the girl was expecting these other girls that she sees walking around with men will be the ones to have HIV, but now they were negative. She was positive. Gosh, I know you can even feel that feeling. You can feel the sadness. You can feel the pain. Dreams shattered. She really cried. She cried. She really cried like nobody's business. From there, she started making wrong choices, because the first choice was quitting from the best job ever. best job that she ever had to have in her entire life. And she went back home, continued doing wrong. She continued like making wrong decisions for her life because she was disappointed, like, oh, I'll never even have the wedding of my choice. There's no way I'll ever have a man of my dream. There's no way I'm even gonna make it in life. Like, HIV is the last bit of me. It's taken the whole of my soul, the whole of my entire livelihood. So there is no need of me staying healthy. Like, there's no need of me continue dreaming. Like Barack Obama was telling us, dreams are valid, but now I don't see the need. They are not valid anymore. Remember, as much as she's making all these wrong choices, she has siblings to take care of. Because you know, at the time of the burial, people make a lot of promises, but very few like keep the promises. So she was basically like alone, because when you see someone making a lot of wrong decisions day in, day out, it means there is no intervention. But I would say I give thanks to God because she met a certain hospital called Riruta Health Center, where after being retested with the entire family, like some months later, they were in need of certain young adults to mentor the adults that are coming. And God works in so many miraculous ways, because she was not even qualified for the job, because the moment she was retested and told to start drugs, she only used to take the drugs so that she cannot receive calls, but she was not consuming the drugs. She would only take the drugs and like throw them in the toilet, in the trash, and continue with her life. She would sleep around with the men, like, whew. You know, that kakal who always has that zeal of having a white church wedding. Now he is going all over looking for men to spread the disease to, okay? And it's bad because if she had known in the right time, maybe she would not have made all those decisions. She would have grown up accepting who she was and what she had. But it just came out strongly. It just came out strongly. So here, as much as she had been given a chance to like work at Riruta Health Center as something called a peer mentor, she still didn't have that direction in life. She would also go hustling some other places, and she met someone who helped her to completely destroy her life. Like, you understand, you're already shattered, you have no direction, so you attract what you are, you attract what you've become. One day she was just somewhere selling milk, and this handsome young man, tall, those ones, yeah, those ones that you love, tall. He was not dark, he was brown. It's called brown, or it's called what? Yeah. And like, I would say they vibed, or last binded them together. And they pushed, however you want to call it, like, walichukuana tu, cause it was there was no coating, there was nothing. This man helped her to direct her life the way she had wanted it to be. You understand, in the wrong manner, of course. And they did all sorts of things, but deep down the girl still had that good heart, still had that consciousness. And one day she just told him, by the way, the reason why I just accepted you, it's because I just thought I can not live with a man normally. I just want people to waste away with me. Why? I have HIV. And he was shocked. He was shocked. The shock remained in him for a whole week, but he later came and said, oh, I don't mind if we can push, we can continue with the safari. We can even be man and wife. But alikuwa kinyonyi. Yeah, we call it like that in slang, yeah, in the ghettos. And okay, that little girl, that girl is me. My name is Esther Njeri, okay? That is the life I lived, to a point that, okay, I entered in a marital status because of how bad I felt about myself, because I didn't have any self-worth, I didn't have any direction, I didn't see like life was worth much, like I would move in the same direction that I had always wanted when I was in high school or when I was a kid. So I tolerated this man, but remember I had already been given a chance to work in Riruta, so I was also learning a lot of things about HIV. As much as I'm continuing in my life, I'm also continuing in this medical life that I found myself, that I've never thought I could ever see myself in the medical world. So I was learning, I was doing, and maybe if I had continued with this life without having the medical world in my life, I would have been like the women we have today who have accepted that GBV is the right thing in a family. Like GBV is something that is meant to be between a man and a woman. Maybe I would be dead, probably, or maybe I'll be very rich. Because maybe I would have accepted a lot of offers that I was being given by older men than me, since I was already destroyed. So it is two ways. I would either be very rich or I would have died a long time ago. So I've just given a hint, and the reason why, it's because I want to reach out to these young girls who are just seeing like being beaten up by a man, it's the correct thing. Like having HIV, you cannot achieve anything. Girl, you can do everything, because HIV is not like TB, it is not like cancer that it has any scars on you. Like it shows, it can only show if you want it to show, okay? I would like people to like accept and live with the HIV the way it is, to avoid making stupid choices in their life, and to avoid having stupid entanglement. Because like right now I have a son who is turning 4 years old in December. Okay, maybe he'll come to know his father, because I don't intend to hide the father from him. But he will not have that that connection with the father, because he was not meant to be, you see. So anytime you're like tested, you get to see your status and you see it's possible, it is positive, it's okay to feel bad, but don't let your dreams be shattered. Don't let your hopes come to an end. Continue being hopeful. continue dreaming and working towards making your dream a reality. Okay, and let your life continue normally, because you have a lot of good doctors in the hospital who can walk the path with you only if you allow them. Okay, if you allow these doctors, they are going to educate you on how to live healthy, and you're going to live healthy. Because I believe even when you are watching me right now, you can just look at my body. Am I a walking testimony of HIV? Definitely I'm not. But I had thought so some years ago. I made decisions that pulled me 100 miles back. And I always feel very bad anytime I see a young adult going through the same path that I go through. I went through that. That is why I sat some months back, because I've been meaning to do this a long time ago. I would want each and every girl who is going to watch this, even if you are a man, just tell them whenever they see me at the community, let them feel free, and let them ask any questions, so that we can make this world a better place. When we don't accept our status, we are making HIV to rise. We are making that December 1st to always have a raised number, always. And it is not a good thing. HIV should go to a distinction. You see that most people, they don't accept their status to a stage that they even infect their babies, which is very, very bad. In this era and age, no one is supposed to give birth to a HIV positive child or give the HIV virus via breast milk. You can breastfeed your child and still not make them to have HIV. They are going to be just negative for the rest of their lives. So please, women, mostly women, anytime you're tested and you become HIV positive, just accept your status and agree to work. And my dear women, being beaten up, being insulted because you're a woman doesn't make life sweeter. It is not normal. Don't take it as a normality. Okay? I'll just cut it there, and I'm very, very happy for Gaddafi. Thank you. Thank you so much for hosting me. Yeah.
Karibu. I was about to go into tears by the way with your story. Hadi leo nimekosa maneno. Unaona vile nakaa? Thank you by the way for being a hero, or is it a heroine? You by the way, you can see you are a hero. You are a hero for your journey, for what you've come through, for where you are now, and for where you're going.
Yeah, definitely. Wherever I'm going, you know.
It's somewhere bigger, Sindio.
Yeah.
And also, thank you for being that big sister in the community. Thank you for looking out to those upcoming girls who are facing challenges, same as yours, or others also facing other challenges. But you're always there for them, giving them morale, giving them hope, showing them direction. We really thank you. Sindio.
I'll say glory to God. Okay, it's something heartful, because it is happening even today in our community. Coming to think about the technology that is here, no one is supposed to give their children HIV. And having a very progressive community, no one is supposed to be accepting beatings for right.
GBV and such.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I would just say people need to look out for each other. At least those who have undergone things that are traumatizing, let them heal. so that they can be able to heal the community.
True.
Yeah.
Manze, tena kusema tena wewe ni hero manze. For what I can say is keep going and keep doing the good job you're doing in the community, because we need souls like you as the community kusaidia ase wenye wanago, not only for the girl child but also for the boy child, si ndio? And thank you for coming out strong today and sharing your story. I know it has not been easy, although umesema you've been thinking, it has been for a while, you've been thinking, then unaogopa kidogo, unasema no, I'm not ready, then you come. You see, it has not been easy, but thank you for finally getting that courage and opening up, because it ain't easy, si ndio? For those who are watching, I've been going through your comments. Thank you very much for your comments. Keep the comments coming. If you are undergoing through any challenges, because I think I'm in another state, si ndio? Kama una undergo any other challenges that you feel like you need someone to talk to, tuko hapa, si ndio? As Esther amesema, you can reach out to her, she's always in the community. Tuko na mse mwenye una trust hapo kando, mwenye you can talk to him or her, si ndio? Usiache hii burden iko bebe solo, ubebe burden solo, you can carry it with another person mwenye anaweza kusaidia. Au vipi Esther?
Yeah, sure. Let us heal as individuals to be able to heal the community.
True. So thank you, our viewers. We really appreciate you once again. We really thank you for always being there for us. Hata tukikam as an emergency, pia nyinyi mnakuja hii as emergency kutuwatch, si ndio? We really do appreciate you. Keep on subscribing, keep on commenting, keep on sharing, and keep on like sharing, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Producer, sharing, subscribing, liking, commenting,
subscribing
to our YouTube
Don't forget
channel.
to ring
that
the bell.
Sindio, ding ding, bye bye.